Grape can last for more than 100 years.
More than 100 years?
More than 100 years, and it is producing.
So you say grape farming is profitable?
Highly profitable.
What is the return on investment? If I put in, say, 1 million naira, what do you think will be my return in the next 1 year?
In the next 1 year, it will be around 7 million. Yes.
Please don't say that too. Before people people start calling you, I'm like, I have 1 million, come and set up farm.
So let's make one calculation. You see, sir, I have said that 1 million will, let's say, with 1 million, you will be able to establish a farm that contains like 100 to 150 plants of grapes. So you can make a calculation of each ton of grapes in 1 year. Let's assume it give you 25 kilo from each plant. So 25 times 150.
Okay, we will have to times that.
So if you calculate 25 kilo times 150, comma times 7,000, how will it give you?
Can you replicate this same grape farm, like say in Aba, in Lagos, in Ogun State, in Delta? Is it possible?
Actually, as you have said, many people assume that grape can only do well in Jos, in Plateau State. That was then.
What is like the minimum cost to set up a grape farm?
So the minimum cost is...
So welcome to the largest commercial grape farm in all of Nigeria. And guess where this farm is? This farm is located right here in Kaduna State. All right, and in today's video, we'll be bringing you all it takes to run a huge commercial grape farm in Nigeria. I'm sure many of you really don't know that grape farming is a thing in Nigeria. Yes, it's a thing, and someone here is really doing an incredible job with this farm. So in this video, my mission is to show you how profitable grape farming really is. I know many of you don't know, but grape farming is really profitable, and that is what I'll be showing you in this video. All right, so you'll be learning everything it takes to run a commercial grape farm like this. Before we get into the video, do me a favor by subscribing. Please, it took a lot of effort to shoot this video, so please subscribe, share this video so people can get to see it, and like it, and let's get into the video.
The size of this grape farm is about 3.5 hectares of land, comprising so many varieties of grapes in it. All of them are fruiting, and we have been harvesting it twice every year. I will show you how our grape farms look like and how we operate the grape farming activities right from planting to harvesting period. We have been into grape farming for the first 25 years back. We are into grape farming activities. We farm so many different grape varieties, minimum of 7 to 10 different varieties, which you can later see in the video. Grape farmers are raising handsome income in grape farming activities, because I don't think in agricultural value chain there is no any crops, someone that can plant and get more profit than grape farming.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the only thing, grape farm, once a farmer plant a grapes, it will start producing 9 to 1 year after planting.
So it takes period of 9 to 1 year?
Yes, it takes period of 9 months to 1 year after planting, it will start producing. So the first production will enable a farmer to have a minimum of 10 kg from one plant.
From one plant?
From one plant.
Of grape?
From one plant of grapes.
Okay.
So continuously, the older the age of the vine of the grapes will be, the higher the production. So from that first production of a grapes, which I said can give you like 10 to 15 kg, so it will reach the level that a grape can give you 125 kg in one plant of grapes.
Wow.
So, and grapes is one of the crops that have a very long lifespan.
Okay.
Grape can last for more than 100 years.
More than 100 years?
More than 100 years, and it is producing.
Wow.
So considering the value of the fruit of the grapes here in Nigeria, so grape is one of the most lucrative farming activities I can say in Nigeria, because one stand of grape can give you 500 and above thousand in one cycle of production.
One stand, when you say one stand, what do you mean one stand?
One stand, I mean a single plant of grapes.
A single plant of grape
can give you 500,000 in one season of harvest.
How many times do you harvest?
We harvest twice in a year.
Twice in a year?
Yes.
So in that one full cycle, that one, 2 seasons like
two
that.
seasons.
So you can get up to 500,000.
No, in a one season can get
just one season,
just
not
one,
the two.
not the two.
Okay.
Just one season can give you up to 500,000, but that one depends on variety. Because I said we are capable of farming more than 10 different varieties of grapes here.
Okay.
There are some that are with the high yielding varieties and exotic characteristics, which they are very, very expensive. The price of the fruit depend on the variety and the shelf life of the fruit after harvest, and also the sugar content associated with the particular variety. So the price vary on that factors. So once a single grape plant can give you 50 to 100 kg, I doubt if there is anything someone can plant to give him that profit more than compared to the investment being done in the grape farming.
Great. So before we go into looking at the various varieties you are going to show us, one thing I really want to know is what is the minimum cost to set up a grape farm?
So the minimum cost is also vary based on variety and the size of the land.
Okay.
And the size of the land. Yes. Like 1 hectare of land normally accommodates 1,200 plants of grapes.
1 hectare of land?
1 hectare of land accommodates 1,200 plants of grapes.
Okay.
Yes. But due to some... Actually, grapes require huge investment, right from the hybrid seedlings.
Okay.
I mean beta seedlings variety, the cost of beta seedlings, and also the cost of constructing the borer system. As you can see, grape is not just producing on its own. It needs support, and this support is depend on the financial capacity of the farmer.
Okay.
Someone may decide to use iron to construct this borer system. This we call it borer system. Okay. Some can decide to use the concrete. Okay. Other decided to use a bamboo sticks to do so. So actually then the varieties, the price of the seedling also vary based on varieties.
Okay.
So for us to come up with the cost implication for someone to establish a 1 hectare of grape, so we need to know the specific variety he wants to plant in that particular hectare. Okay. And also the types of material he wants to use for the construction of borer system. That will enable us to have a clear quotation of that.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So for anyone, so that will lead me to my next question. For anyone, let's say, who watches this video now and wants to start up this kind of huge commercial grape farm, it is something that you can help the person to set up, right?
Exactly. It's part of our operations.
Okay.
Under refurb company.
Okay. So they just reach out to you. You can travel to the place, set up the entire thing.
Yes,
and all of
exactly.
That. Okay.
So we have we have large number of our staff.
Okay.
That are into that. On different units, there is orchard establishment unit.
Okay.
They can go anywhere within the country, and the consultation unit as well, and also the nursery unit that are responsible for providing a hybrid and better quality seedlings of grapes.
Okay.
So yes.
That's great. So now you talked about seedlings. So let me now go into seedling. How do you really get your seedlings basically? Are these local? Are they imported? Are they hybrid? How do you get your seedlings?
Actually, there are so many ways we use to get our seedlings.
Okay.
But the most common one, we get our seedling from the stem cuttings of the existing grapes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the existing grape was from
us.
From you.
From us, yes.
So is this, why I'm asking that question is, people always talk about organic these days, organic. So how organic is your own grape? That's why I'm asking this question.
Actually, organic, even our own operation is goes on organic approach.
Okay.
Because the basic things we are blessed with in grape farming activities is the favorable climatic condition we have here in Nigeria. And also the fertile land available for the growing of grapes.
Okay.
Because without the use of any chemicals, see how our grapes look like.
So it's important, you are not using any chemicals?
We are not using any chemical.
Okay.
This grape has been assessed and find out that has reached all the necessary requirements for export. Right from the sugar content, chemical composition also has reached the level of exporting to anywhere in the in the world. The only thing is the inavailability of the grape production.
Okay.
That
so it's not enough.
It's not enough for us to start exporting it. Yes.
Okay, so that brings me to my question I wanted to even ask. How is the market? How is the grape market?
What's
the demand?
Actually, the market in a grape farming is not a problem at all.
So there is demand.
There is demand because the demand is much more higher than the supply. Because most of the grape being consumed here in our country is being imported to us, not knowing that we have the capacity to produce a better quality one than the one being imported. So that is why once our locally grape produced in Nigeria has arrived, so Nigerians will patronize it and forget and prefer our own more than the foreign one, because of the sugar content, less chemical attached to it, and also the shelf life. And most of our
it has a higher shelf life.
It has a higher shelf life than the imported one.
Like how long?
Also that one depends on variety. You see, like this one can stay more than 45 days in a normal room temperature without spoiling.
45 days.
45 days.
Interesting.
It will not spoil. With the use of cool storage, can last for 6 months without spoiling. So that is why we don't have a problem of market. Always our marketers are eager to see that our locally produced grape is ready for harvest, then for them to come and buy. And the grape farmer don't have to take his product to the market. It was the marketer, that will be coming direct to your farm, buy the grapes, pay you your money.
Even probably before the grape is ripe.
Yeah, thank you. That is why some of our marketers most of our marketers used to pressurize farmer to start harvesting before the extent of ripening. So we have allied our farmers that they need to ensure that the grape is ripe enough before it has been taken to the market, so that there will be no complaint from the customer.
Consistent quality.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, it's really great, because when I tested the grape you gave us, then when we tested it, it tastes really, really different from all the grape I have been eating.
Okay.
For how many years now? So how many years now I've been eating grape? So that's why I asked you, like, where did you get your seedling? That's why I was asking that question, because I realized that the taste was totally different. But from what you explained, is like you don't use chemicals, everything is all natural. It's
natural. Yes, everything is natural. And from the method of raising the seedlings, we'll also do grafting. We also do graftings. You know grafting?
Yeah, grafting. Yeah,
yes, we do grafting. Okay. I will show you where we normally do the grafting. Even this farm, even this unit where we are, it has been grafted.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because the existing parent stock is not the same with the producing leaves.
Okay.
You can see from here.
Yes.
This one is another species being harvested for over 12 years.
12 years.
Yes, but with the coming of these exotic varieties, we decided to convert, to migrate from this one into the new variety, which is this one, as you can see.
Okay.
So this is another method of raising the seedlings we do. Yes, grafting.
So before we go into you showing us various, because we wanted to show us various varieties. So we also wanted to talk about like various season of planting and harvesting, so that those who are watching the video can have a better understanding, because you can see right now some of them are still trying to ripe, and this is not like the main season, the full season where you have a lot of it.
Of
So maybe you
course.
can just let us know the season that the grape, and how many, the season that you plant, and then when you harvest, and how many duration, and then after that you can show us the various varieties you have.
Okay. So actually there is a right period of planting grapes.
Okay.
The first, there is right period of planting grapes, and also in twice in the year.
Twice a year.
There is a first right period, and there is second period of planting grapes.
Okay. Can
The
we know
first
those?
one,
Okay.
the first one is from October, November, December.
October,
That was-
November, December.
That
That's when you
was
plant.
That is when we plant.
Okay.
If you have planted your grape on that very time, so as a farmer, you will have a very less pest and disease attack.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and there will be rapid growth for the grape at that period of time, because mostly those period is attached with the two conditions, cold condition and hot. It will be around the winter period, and also reach the winter period and the summer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So actually, in short, the first period of planting grapes is around October, November, December.
So if you plant that period, when do you harvest?
You harvest it in the next December, November, December.
So
Yes.
So you are saying if you plant October, November, December, it will take like almost 1 year before
Almost
you harvest.
1 year. So when you plant it December, October, November, December. So when it reaches like 9 months, you are expected to do one technical operation called pruning.
Okay.
So when you do a pruning, from pruning to harvesting period is the interval of 3 months.
Okay.
So when you add 9 months plus 3 is equals to 1 year.
Okay.
So from planting to harvest of grape is complete 12 months.
12 months.
12 months.
So if you plant October, November, December, while you're waiting for that to get to maturity for harvest, what is the next season for you to plant again? You said twice in a year.
Yes, it's a twice in a year. The next season for you to plant, that is the second season, is March, April, May.
March, April, May.
March, April, May. That will be the second period of grape planting.
Interesting.
Yes. And any cycle you take, it will take you complete 12 months for you to harvest. When it reaches good management and nutrition,
Okay.
it will take you good 1 year for you to start harvesting. And it's applicable to all varieties we have.
Well, looking at it, that it's is a period of 1 year. Is it not too long? Because you talked about the profit. So that means I have to wait for 1 year before I can get my profit.
You know, sir,
how do you compare that to other crops?
You know,
compare that to other crops.
Yes, the only thing is not too long. 1 year now is not too long.
Okay.
It's not too long for someone that will get more
Profit.
returns,
Okay, more returns
continuously.
Okay.
And the planting of grape will not stop you from planting any other thing aside on yes, aside. Even if you have planted a grapes will enable you to plant other vegetables like cabbage, lettuce, onion, tomatoes, etc. So had it been that you come in the next 1 month, everywhere will be those vegetables under it. Yes.
We have to come back.
Yes. Okay. Yes, exactly. So that 1 year is not long, considering the huge number of profit that are expected to be getting continuously. Yes.
So you say grape farming is profitable?
Highly profitable.
What is the return on investment? If I put in say 1 million naira, what do you think will be my return in the next 1 year?
In the next 1 year, it will be around 7 million. Yes.
Please don't say that too. Before people people start calling you, I'm like you. I have 1 million, come and set off farm.
So let's make one calculation. You see, sir, I have said that 1 million will, let's say, with 1 million, you will be able to establish a farm that contains like 100 to 150 plants of grapes. So you can make a calculation of each ton of grapes in 1 year. Let's assume it give you 25 kilo from each plant. So 25 times 150.
Okay, we will have to times that.
So if you calculate 25 kilo times 150, comma times 7,000, how will it give you?
We're going to talk about how to contact. Like, you're going to talk about your training for those who want to do training. I know many of you will be eager to know, can you come and train us now because we want to train. We're going to talk about your training. Also going to talk about, for like you said, you already have so many departments. Those that do your establishment, those that do nursery. So we're going to still talk about that a little bit because I know a lot of people want to contact you to come and set it up for them. So before we do get into all that part, you're gonna just show us various variety. Okay. But before you show us variety, there is one question that is in the heart of so many people that want to watch this video.
Okay.
Can you replicate this farm in another state?
Of course. Of course.
Because your climate is a bit different. First of all, I only thought you can only do grape in Jos, because I have been to Jos before. I have seen their grape. But when I heard that you are doing it in Kaduna, I was shocked. So my question now is, can you replicate this same grape farm, let's say in Aba, in Lagos, in Ogun State, in Delta? Is it possible?
Actually, as you have said, many people assume that grape can only do well in Jos, in Plateau State. That was then. But with the practicing of grape farming here in Kaduna State, we have now become the leading grape producer in Nigeria. And now both the seedlings and even the fruit, if you take any grapes everywhere, mostly is come from Kaduna State. And grapes can be grown anywhere in Nigeria. Anywhere in Nigeria. But there is 1, 2, or 3 factors that need to be considered in the region, in any place where someone decided to establish a grape farm. One is the nature of the soil. Okay. The first thing, grape prefer sandy loamy soil. Okay. And sandy loamy soil is good for grape cultivation. So anywhere someone is interested to establish a grape farm has considered the nature of his soil.
Sorry. Okay.
And the rainfall range from 500 to 800 mm is suitable for grapes also.
So that means if you're depending on rainfall.
Yes.
So what if you do your own irrigation?
That one is better.
It's better.
But even you are not defending, the dependency of rainfall in grape farming system is very minimal, because the grape prefer the dry season irrigation than the rainy season. Yes. Even though one of the most problem faced by grape farmers during the rainy season is the issue of fungal attack, fungal diseases. And based on the researches and the development on agrochemicals, a lot of fungicide has come off that control such fungal diseases within the rainy seasons. So grape can be cultivated anywhere in the country. Even in the southern part of the country, we have so many grape farmers like Ibadan, Lagos, Enugu, Anambra.
Grape farm in Enugu?
We have it.
Really?
We have it.
I'm just hearing this.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is why I can say grape can be found everywhere. Yeah. Even in the hot area state like Katsina, Taraba, Adamawa, there is hot in Katsina. But grapes is also doing well. But when you come to us, we can advise the specific varieties that you need to you need to grow on your own site, which we know can adapt very well to that area in that climatic conditions.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So this is one of the reasons why people will need you to come set it up.
Okay.
Because seeing it like this is nice. When you now try it, you now know that there's a lot of work that involved.
Yes,
so we're going to talk about how people can really reach you, because a lot of people are really going to reach you. I just hope that you'll be ready to receive bombarding of calls. And okay, of course, not you, you're a busy man, only your staff to be able to do that. Okay, so right now, can you show us the various varieties you have?
Okay. As I said, we have so many varieties of grapes. Okay. This is what we call red glove.
Red glove.
It has a very bigger and solid berry, big bunches and attractive red color. Is the characteristics of this variety.
Is this one not the main one that they sell in many supermarkets, I see?
Yes, it's one of
the main ones.
It's one of the main ones. This is a red glove variety.
Okay.
But it is a seeded variety.
Oh,
this is the seed.
This is very good. Can see the seed.
This is the seed.
So this is more natural now.
It's natural. No, this is
natural, because
it's natural.
Most of the hybrid doesn't have seed.
It doesn't have seed. And this variety red glove is crispy. This one you have a very long lifespan after harvest.
Wow.
It has a very long shelf life after harvest.
Interesting. See how big the seed is. So if I tell my children now that grape have seed, they will say that is a lie. Grape does not have seed. You have seen grape have seed. All right.
And it has a big bunches, as you can see. A single bunch
this is not even ripe.
It's not even ripe.
It's very sweet.
Yes. It has a very less sour.
Wow.
One bunch of red glove can weigh like 1.5 to 2 kilo. A single bunch. And
this can weigh 1.5 to 2 kilo.
To 2 kilo.
Just a single bunch.
Just a single bunch.
And how much do you think that? How much is that?
We sell, it was 8,000 per kilo.
8,000 naira.
Yes.
That's from the farm.
From the farm.
Because if it now goes to the market.
Once it reaches to the market, particularly supermarket, they will package it. And that 500 gram, that half kilo, you know how do you take it from them?
We'll buy it a lot. Half kilo of that, we are buying already almost like 6,000-7,000 naira.
So you see.
So this is 2 kilo.
It's 2 kilo.
For 2 kg. And just one bunch like this.
One bunch gives you.
So like a tree now will give you like how many of this bunch?
There's a tree that can give you like 145 bunches. Just single tree like this.
A single tree?
A single tree like this can give you 145 bunches.
145?
I'm telling you.
Of this?
Of these.
Okay.
And
if I stop doing YouTube, I'm going to do grape farming.
So you
should not be angry.
No, you are welcome. You are welcome.
What?
You are welcome.
This is so highly profitable.
So very profitable. So this is the red glove, as I said.
Okay, yeah,
can we move to yes? All these are red glove. Oh. The foundation of any grapes fruit is green. So at the extent of ripening, it will change to the final color. That will be red.
Like this one is green.
It's green, but it's getting.
It's changing already.
It's changing already, getting to the pure red color.
Great.
This is another variety I told you.
Okay.
That it has been harvested finished. It used to come earlier. This is called black hamburg. This is called black. It's black hamburg. It's also seeded.
And it's also seeded.
Yes.
Wow.
But this one doesn't have long shelf life after harvest.
Okay. So
but it is.
I can remove one.
Yes, you can remove it.
So what's the shelf life for this one?
It was 2 to 3 weeks after harvest, except when you put it in a cold storage facility.
This one look like the normal native grape.
That is it.
Right?
Yes, you are right.
That's why I'm an old man. Because when I tested it, that was the old grape that we eat in the village. That's how I test.
Exactly.
But that one is different.
It is the one. So that is why, since it is the oldest, and we are new generation, and also new generations of grapes are keep coming to us. So we migrate from the old generation to the new generation.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Have you ever seen this?
I have not seen this type before.
Okay.
This, I'm not even sure many people have seen. This will be the first time many people will be seeing this kind of grape.
Actually. So we will go where this one is called sweet Sapphire grapes.
Okay. You have it where it's plenty? Or you can explain from here, that's fine.
Yes. But there is a place where it has a more yield.
Okay, so
but I can
okay.
explain a little bit.
Okay.
This one is a sweet sapphire, but it's a seedless variety.
Okay, this seedless.
It's a seedless. Very, very the most expensive grapes produced in Nigeria is this one.
I don't think it's what's like the production quantity you think, because I have not seen this before in supermarket myself.
Yes, actually, even this one, had it been that it was the previous harvest, which I told you we normally harvest from the January, February. So that previous season, if you have seen the production of this variety, you will shock. Because despite the seedless characteristics of it, it has a very heavy, it is very heavy in kilo.
Wow.
So one bunch of this one can weigh like 2 kilo also.
Weigh 2 kilo. Interesting.
And that kilo of this one is very, very expensive. Come and see. I think maybe where was the ripe one? So when it reaches like pure black,
okay,
it will be.
Whoa. This is my first time. What's the name is?
Sweet Sapphire.
Sweet Sapphire. My first time tasting Sweet Sapphire. Okay, this one tastes like what they use in making wine.
But this one
tastes like the wine.
It's not a wine grape.
It's not a wine grape.
It's not a wine grape. And you can see.
Wow. Okay, seedless.
There's no seed.
Okay.
There's not seed inside. Very expensive. But this one can also be used for raisins.
For what?
Raisins. For you as a dried grapes.
Okay.
And you know, dried grapes is always expensive than the raw one.
Dried grapes, I'm not even sure they sell that in Nigeria. I said maybe you guys sell, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen in supermarkets.
That sell the dried grapes.
Yeah.
So you will start seeing it since you come.
It's interesting.
Okay.
So these seeds, are they also local? Are they natural to us, or these ones were imported from? You brought them from outside, and then.
Actually, this one is we brought them from outside and yes.
Okay.
This is we brought them from outside.
Outside, okay. So you're doing
China
now multiplying it. Okay,
yes,
from China.
From China. Yes.
Okay. No wonder it looks really, really different.
Yes.
This is interesting. Okay. Which other varieties?
Let's move this way. You see, this variety is the one mostly imported to us in Nigeria.
Okay, this very one.
This very one.
The one that is mostly sold in supermarket.
In supermarket.
Oh, I see.
It's called Crimson.
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 So it looks almost like the first one you showed us.
Yes.
But just that it's a bit smaller.
It's a bit smaller.
Okay.
And it has a little bit elongation in the berry. You know, grape fruit called berry.
Okay.
Berry. Yes. So you have seen this is how it starts changing color. This is variation stage. The big one. See how it is getting out.
This is really big.
So one amazing thing about this variety is that you know, in the previous harvest, it's seedless.
Seedless.
But at this current production, is seeded.
So how come? Like you're saying that you did 2 seasons of production.
The 2 seasons of production.
One production was seedless.
It will be seedless.
And one is.
And this production is seeded.
It's seeded.
Could you see the 2 seed inside?
Why is that? Is it you planted different things or what?
No.
It's the same plant now.
It's the same plant.
I agree. So how did they do that kind of magic? Because that looks like a magic. I'm not sure you guys understand. So this grape seed twice. They have 2 seasons of
harvest.
Of harvest. One of the first season will have seed inside. The other one doesn't have seed. So can you explain what that means? Or you don't know?
That one is a.
Is it nature or is depends on God?
It's depend on God.
Okay.
That is how is it.
Wow.
So for
it happens like that.
It happens yes, almost all the times.
Okay.
So This one has not arrived, but it's about to, because you test it, ba?
I test it.
You will get, say, you test the element of sour.
Sour. I think these ones are a bit right. Yeah, but
Even
this
this one
actually is very sweet.
If this one reach the extent of ripening, it's one of the most sweetest grapes. It can also be used for as a raisins.
Okay.
It has a very high sugar content, the crimson seedless, and it's the one that have more shelf life after harvest, more than any other grapes.
Wow.
As a farmer, when you planted this crimson seedless, had it been that it is ready for you to harvest it now, and you don't need money, so you can extend it for the period of 2 or 3 months in the plant.
And just leave it there.
And just leave it there. Nothing will happen except anytime it will add, the quality will be added. Yes.
At that time, the price is increasing in the market.
The price is increasing in the market. When there's no, the demand will be higher than
low.
Yes.
So this is because the shelf life is very high. This is why they mostly imported into Nigeria.
Exactly.
So they can last long.
They can last long. It has a very, because any grapes come from abroad to Nigeria, definitely has take minimum of 2 months from the farm. Yeah. And it may likely take like another 2 months before it has been sold to our consumers.
I see.
Yes.
So how long do you think this lasts?
For
how long? What's the maximum shelf life like? What's the duration?
For maximum duration is 6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
Up to 6 months.
Up to 6 months, but with the use of cool storage facility. Yes.
Interesting. Is there another one?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
I think, but we'll take a round to. There is need to take how we manage the
so maybe you can
from
explain,
plant.
how you from planting to what's the process basically. Maybe
Okay.
show us the nursery and then how you now plant, how you maintain it, and also some of the challenges you face.
Okay.
In this farm, because I know it's not all rosy. You have some challenges.
There must be some challenges actually.
Some of the challenges that you face.
Most common method of raising the grape seedling is from the stem cutting. Raising seedling from stem cutting will enable the grape to start production within 1 year, as I said. So these are the stem cutting. We have organized our compost manure, and this is how we cut the stem. And even if we are to import the grape from abroad, it normally come in the form of stem cutting like this. So you see it has been planted, and see how it starts sprouting. Yes. This shows, when you have seen that, it shows that it has started developing roots inside the
So that means
the nylon.
It can survive.
It does mean it can survive. This is how they are getting sprouted.
So what is this one? Okay, this is different.
This is different. This is different. But this is the final state they will be.
Oh,
yes. Wow. This is how the grape seedlings used to be. Wow. This one is ready for someone to transplant it into the permanent site. Yes.
Okay. So, but when your students are buying from you, people are buying from you, you sell this one or this one?
No, we sell this one.
This one? Okay,
yes.
Because so that they can survive.
They can survive. Because taking or managing grape seedling before it comes like this, actually it is very technical. It is a problem. So most of our people prefer to take it as a ready-made. Once they take it from us, it will be planted into the permanent site.
Okay. So yes. From here now, assuming I take this now, buy this now, how long will it take for me to start getting those sweets?
Those grapes? Sweets, yes.
Well, how long will it take? 1 year?
1 year.
So from here, it take 1 year before it gets ready.
Before it gets ready, it will take like 1 year.
1 year.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
I think
And how much is this? Or people would have to contact you for you to tell them the price. I want to know the price as of today.
You will know the price. Let's go. Let's go.
Good.
Somewhere and see.
By the way, these are dates.
Yes.
For those who haven't seen dates before,
These
are
are
dates plans looks like.
Yes.
Because I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen dates, including my colleague. Seeing it for the first time.
Have you? Okay. Can you recognize this?
Yes.
Where is this?
That is the fruiting now. It's fruiting already, right?
It's fruiting already.
It's fruiting. That's how it looks like. Okay.
This is the fruit setting has been completed from flowering to fruit setting. So now it will have a very rapid growth. Within a month, you will see how the berry will grow into bigger size.
Wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
And these are granules.
These are granule. You have seen that one. As I take this one,
Yes.
if you observe well, this is how the new grape plant has been transplanted here.
Okay.
So, for someone that decided to plant a grapes, has to dig a hole of 1 feet depth.
1 feet depth, okay.
And also 1.5 feet width.
Okay.
So you can decide to use the cow dung to mix the soil.
Okay.
Cow dung
is a manure.
Yes.
Okay.
To mix with the soil at the point of planting. And you can even decide to leave it, to plant it without mixing with any cow dung or compost manure like that. Okay. So what is expected is that this level of leather need to be inside the ground. Okay. When you planted it like this, it needs for you to stake because grapes is a climbing plant. It's not lying on the ground. So you need to use something to stake it off.
So once you plant it, use something to stake it off?
To stake it off.
Okay.
And there is something that need to, for further information about this, someone need to register for our training. To take a very good care of this.
You cannot get everything free. You have to.
You see?
Someone is already getting all the information. Yes. So that is not all. If you want more, please contact him. Okay, that's good.
From planting to pruning is the period of 9 months.
9 months.
So
at that 9 months, you're not prune.
At 9 months, you will prune. Okay. And from pruning to harvest is 3 months.
3 months.
That marks the complete 1 year for someone to start harvesting what he has planted.
So pruning is basically removing part of the leaves.
Yes.
From the grapes.
From the grapes.
To allow it to
not even the grapes and not even the leaves, including the branches or cane. Okay. We normally say it.
So that it can allow it to get more nutrients.
Yes. To grow. After the pruning, you will remove the whole things. After we finish the pruning, you will not see a single leaves on your vineyard.
I see.
So in the process of sprouting another new leaves, it will come up along with a bunch of grapes. That is how is it.
That's part of the secret you've leaked now. But that's not all. You have to go. Practical training is what you need.
One of the pests being disturbed, a farmer being disturbed with is the vet.
The vets.
Vet, yes.
So this is why you added this.
Yes.
So, but my question is, so why didn't you add that to the other ones you have? I bet it's not disturbing it as well.
They are disturbing it, but that one we applied some tiny net over it.
Okay, tiny net over it.
Over it. That will not enable bed to penetrate and damage the grapes.
But if not, you use this one like this to cover it.
To cover this. And
this is so good.
And
it made it look even nice. And I think by the time it come out, it will be fresher.
it will be fresher also,
fresher and clean.
because during the rainy season, the leather will not allow the even water to touch the berry. That will
Yeah, it will come
reduce
out
the
very
level
clean.
of damage.
So you know, some people, just for information, because I'm trying to educate people. Some people think that once your fruit comes out very clean, that it's HMO. That's HMO. That is
GMO.
it's GMO. Sorry,
yes,
that is
okay.
GMO.
Okay.
But that is not true.
It's not true
It's just
at all.
the way you will have managed the entire production fruiting.
exactly.
Yeah. Like
exactly.
what you have done now is very excellent. So by the time the thing comes out, it will be shining like it's coming from South Africa. They won't know it's Nigeria. Yeah. In fact, from Kaduna self.
From Kaduna, so exactly.
This is interesting.
Yes. Okay.
It's very, very interesting. Wow. And it's like you add it even long before it starts coming up.
Yes. You have see another new young vine.
It's already going.
It's already growing. Like this one, when it reach exactly 1 year, we expect to harvest minimum of 20 kilo from this one.
But I have an interesting question I want to ask. Let's say this thing has been already, you started harvesting, or close to 1 year or before 1 year. And let's say for some reason that land is no longer your land, you planted it. Maybe you want to transplant all of this. Will it die? Will it work?
It will not. It will not.
It will not die.
It will not die. You know,
like these ones now.
This is a very, you can transfer it from here. If you decided, if you have a land, or even in your house, we can uproot one vine for you to go and plant in your area.
For me, I have. But I have land, so.
It's practicable, sir.
Yes,
it's practicable. But instead of that, we prefer to give you seedlings.
Because this is already making money.
Yes, this one, we are making money with this.
Yeah, that's true. It's business.
You see, sir?
Yes, sir.
I think this one has not fruit more. Okay. But the previous, this stand as we have seen, give us 85 kilo for the previous harvest.
Previous harvest gave you 85 kilo.
85 kilo.
Just
this one.
Wow.
85 kilo.
That's interesting.
So that is why all we use leather here to cover.
So much.
This is also red glove.
Yeah. And I think this red glove is what we buy more in supermarkets.
Red glove and crimson seedless is one you buy more in supermarket actually. The red glove and crimson.
This is baked. So when will this bait get ready now? Oh, it's even better there.
In the next 2 months.
It's even better there.
But even this one I don't think is ready, because you know they come up in different color. They come up in different color. This one will be red, and someone will be yellow. You have seen the other one will be yellow.
Yeah, those ones are yellow. This is
red. One boy will come and get it to have the taste of it.
Good. And you were saying earlier on, before we came on set, that this date takes how long before you can start from planting, before you can start?
The date used to take like 4 years. This is the seedlings.
So this is the seedling of the date.
This is the seedlings.
So
4 years.
Can you transplant this now?
Yes, it's ready to the ground. It's ready for transplanting.
And it takes 4 years?
It takes 4 years. Then you start seeing fruiting. Okay. And fruiting is unlimited.
So within that 4 years, or within when it's growing, can you, like this small one now, can you still uproot it and take it somewhere?
Exactly, as a socasba.
Yes.
That one will produce earlier than the one
than
this one.
Yes. You can move it.
Yes, you can remove it.
Okay.
You can remove it.
Interesting.
This is I think this one has ripe more.
This one is ripe.
Okay. Okay. Maybe
it takes a lot different now.
maybe that one will be
Wow.
sweeter than Shaggy.
Okay, these ones are fully ripe.
Hey. It's almost. Is it fully? Will you have the taste?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Let me give my colleague at the background. It doesn't look like I'm greedy. Thank you. Oh,
How far?
this is different. This is very sweet. I think this is fully ripe.
It's not now. It's not.
With this sweet?
With this sweet, it's not up to 50%. Once it reaches 100%,
it
will be like sugar.
It tastes like pure sugar already. Honey.
No, it will be more than that.
Okay, that's why it's very expensive.
Actually, sir, let's move to the challenges.
Yes, please. So we can talk about, or we can mention a few of the challenges that are faced in doing this. Oh, okay.
Actually, one of the challenges we are facing for the grape farming is the problem of water supply.
Water supply.
Water supply.
Okay.
Most of our farmers want to go into this grape farming, but they are not capable to afford the water, the source of water.
Okay, the irrigation and
yes, particularly the borehole, because grapes is one of the plants that require water, which I said is mostly depend on the dry season.
Okay.
So which water is one of the basic requirements for grape farming.
Okay.
So it's one of the challenges we are facing. And second challenges we are facing is the lack or inadequate hybrid varieties of grapes.
Okay.
Grapes is one of the crops that have more than 100 varieties.
More than 100
More than 100 varieties in the grapes.
Okay.
Because, you know, it's the types of farming that is being practiced from the foreign countries. Most developed countries have engaged fully in grape farming activities. And some of the exotic varieties, we normally find them difficult to have access to them, since we discovered that any varieties of grape you have seen somewhere in another country, when you come and try it here in Nigeria, it will do better than where you take it from. Yes. So it's the second challenges we are facing. Had it been that we will have access to more hybrid varieties that will be adaptable well with our local climatic condition. So actually the rate or level of grape productions in Nigeria will have gone far more than the current situation.
So why are you really having challenges in getting those varieties? What exactly is the challenge? Is it that you cannot buy it, or they can't sell to you, or what exactly is the challenge?
Actually, we cannot buy it. We cannot buy it, one, and also for you to have access to that thing, need a government connections.
Okay.
We need a government connection for you to be permitted to have such exotic or hybrid varieties.
Okay. So please, let's. It's like you're having challenge filming that, right? Okay. Please come here. So let's talk about that now. Please come.
Okay.
Let's talk about that. So let's say the Minister of Agriculture. It's a government, right?
Government, yes.
Good. So let's say we take this video to Minister of Agriculture, okay, to listen to this, and also Minister of Trade and Commerce, because these are like two people that has to do with this.
Yes.
Let's say they are watching this video right now. What will you tell them to make your life, or to make this much better, or ease the challenges you have?
Actually, since we discovered that this grape can be produced well in Nigeria, we have the basic necessary requirement for grape productions, including land, climate condition, and human resources as well. All what we need to do to embrace grape farming into a greater height, so that this grape farming, when we have been supported, it will enable, it will provide employment opportunities for our teeming population.
Yes.
And it will drastically eradicate poverty in our communities, and also improve the economy of the country as well. That will happen if we are fully supported with hybrid grape varieties and construction of water, source of water,
Okay.
and also the provision of cool storage facilities that will enable our production to be preserved for a long period of time as other foreign countries are practicing.
Okay.
Because another challenge is being faced by grape farmers in Nigeria is the issue of damage, particularly during the rainy season.
Okay.
That local varieties I told you that has been finished, the native one you have recovered, you remember.
Yes.
So we are facing challenge with that variety, because immediately when the rainfall has reached the period of harvest, there will be highly lost by a side of the farmer because of the rain. It has a very light skin, which once the rain has touched it, it may easily damage. So had it been that farmers have access to such cold storage facilities, so there will be no such risks of damaging, of loss at that period of time.
Okay.
Not even that one that has a very short life. The grapes entirely, we need to be selling out our grape continuously, not only twice in a year, as I said.
Yeah.
Had it been that there is such things, there will be continuous.
Yeah. It will not be seasonal.
Yes, it will not be seasonal.
Okay.
It will be all year round, having our locally produced grape within our markets in Nigeria. So actually, grape farmers in Nigeria need support to enable them promote the grape productions across the country, so that the rate of importation, rate of employment, rate of importation, grape importation reliance will be drastically reduced. Because based on the available climatic conditions we have, and the numbers of grape farmers we have in Nigeria, and the level of productions we normally do on twice in a year, as I said. So had it been that we are recognized by our government and we are supported by our government, I'm sure that we will be the third among the 10 ranking countries in Africa that are producing grapes.
Okay, so let's not speak, like outside people say, too much to ranching. Let's not speak too much to ranching. See, okay. Minister of Agriculture is watching this video, for instance. What will you tell him to tell our president, who is actually pushing for his Renew Hope agenda, which is to support the youth, give them employment? And like here is already doing something that can bring a lot of employment. What exactly do you need the government to provide? Please tell them, because this video might get to them.
Actually, we need the support of modern input, modern grape farm inputs.
Modern grape farm input. So some seeds you need, hybrids or seedlings you need.
Yes.
Okay, you cannot access it as an individual.
As an individual, it will be very difficult, except with the government intervention.
Government intervention.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the role that the government needs to play. That's one. Secondly
is the modern grape farming inputs.
Okay.
Because most of the operation we are doing here is based on traditional methods, particularly the grafting.
Okay.
The grafting, the constructing, the irrigation system.
They are all traditional.
They are all traditional.
Okay.
And that modern grape farming input will facilitate easy access to manage a very large farm in a small period of time.
So is it in terms of you're talking about in terms of infrastructure now?
Infrastructure, yes.
Okay.
And also we need cool storage facilities.
Cool storage facility, okay.
Yes, and also I can even say we need financial support.
Okay, financial support in terms of loan, in terms of setting up a program.
Yes, setting up a program, particularly training of the youth for them to understand the best, the grape farming best practice.
Best practice.
Because we discovered that one of the major problems faced by our farmers is the lack of technical knowledge about the grape farming best practice.
Okay.
So for you to train our youth, now it requires financial
support to do that. So because I want this video to get to the Honorable Minister, please, if the minister or the minister's people, let's say they watch this video and they reach out to you, because you are one of the few people who really have this knowledge, will you be willing to, first of all, have the government reached out to you to train people? I mean, federal government. Have the federal government in any way reached out to you to start training youths on this? Have they?
Yes.
They have reached out to you?
No.
No. Okay. So if the federal government reached out to you now through the Minister of Agriculture, for instance, is it something that you are willing to work with them to train a lot of youths?
We are willing to them. We are willing to that invitation, so that it's one of our objective, as I said, to promote grape production everywhere in the country.
Good.
So, and we have a team, we have a very large youth in Nigeria that a little support they need for them to stand on their own.
Okay.
Yes, considering the unemployment opportunities is really higher, high everywhere. So there is a need for us to embrace these opportunities we have, which will enable an individual to stand on its own, to become self-reliant in times economically and financially.
Good.
With grape farming activities.
Okay.
Because someone that has only 5 to 10 stand of grapes, so it's enough for him to stand on his own, not even thinking of to be employed in government or another in one company.
Okay. All right. So if you have the means to push this video to the Minister of Agriculture, to our Honorable Minister of Agriculture, our Honorable Minister of Commerce, Trade and Development, please push this video to them. We'll be leaving Abdullah's contact and all of that down there. He's willing to work, but of course all of these require funds. I'm sure that the government can even create a program working with Kaduna State government to create some kind of a program that just involve around grape farming, that will empower a lot of people, because most people don't even know how profitable this is. But you have shown that it is very, very profitable. And with a little fund, the right variety of seedlings, the right infrastructure, you'll be able to produce more. And that means Nigeria even will start, start competing in terms of, instead of importing, we start exporting our own and all of that. Yes. So this is something that I would really like to see. If this video can really achieve that, that would be great. But one last question I have for you when it comes to support as well. Have you also gotten any support from any, let's say, foreign agencies, foundations like MasterCard, people like that? Have you gotten any?
Actually, no. We do not get any support or any partnership or collaboration with anything except with private individual.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That is only partnership or collaboration we have. But from the government or any foreign investors, nothing like that.
Okay.
Yes.
But if a foreign agency reached out to you, you can also work with them to do this.
We can work with them.
Because outside from government, international organization that can support with fund, training and all of that, individuals that want to collaborate with you, how can they go about that? Maybe like they want to come set up a large farm like this for them and all of that. How do you do that? How can they go about that?
Actually, we are into that already.
Okay.
For someone that needs to establish a grape farm like this, so there is modalities we follow before we reach the conclusion. Yes.
Okay. So once they reach out to you,
yes,
you work out the details.
Yes, and make the contract into actions. Yes.
Okay, I will only ask for 2 requests.
Okay.
One request is that millions of people will watch this video.
Okay.
Many of them I don't know them because it's online.
It's online,
So
actually, yes.
they just watch it and say, oh, David. They just contact you directly and start working. They don't talk to David again. Or maybe there's a problem in the future. They call David, that's your friend. I say, we didn't tell me now. So the only thing I would like to know, I would like to know if they are coming to you through us, please try to reduce your fee a bit, okay? Let it not be too high because it's coming from, that's a favor I'm asking, that's one, okay? So if you used to charge 100 Naira, just charge them 90.
So that one is granted now.
Please, thank you. And then secondly, just keep us abreast. Anybody that reached out to you, let us be aware so that we can be sure that at least this is really helping a lot of people, going into that grape farm, because we also like to go and see if you help them set up the farm. We'll also like to go there and see how their farm is doing and to know that they are able to set up that farm because of what you have done so far. So thank you so much. Before we wrap up this video, are there a few things you want to say, you want to add, and all of that?
If Nigerians will concentrate or will embrace the opportunities in the grape value chain, actually the issue of dependency in crude oil will be reduced. Because of the potentialities in the grape farming. Yes. Okay. I wish all Nigerians will be a grape farmer.
A grape farmer. Okay. Starting with David. Start with me. Okay. So there's one thing I want to find out from you, basically. Okay. So how come you don't have any wine varieties? Is it also part of the challenge?
Yes, it's part of the challenge.
Okay.
It's part of the challenge. You see, wine variety, wine grape variety is actually different. The method of farming the wine grape is quite different with this. This one we call it table grapes. Table grapes. And the other wine grape, there is method we do in planting it. Okay. And the reason why we are so discouraged about the planting of wine grapes here is the limited access to wine processing industry.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Because
so by the time you produce,
by the time no off-takers for them to go and process into wine. So that is why. But this table grapes is mainly for direct consumptions, which can be consumed directly immediately after you harvest. But that one need to be processed. And the wine grapes is easier to cultivate more than compared to table grapes.
Oh, really?
Yes. But it's one of the challenges we are facing. Once we have access to such wine grape varieties, so we are always welcome to go into that. Yes. Great. Because it requires less tax, less technicalities compared to this one, and it produces highly more than the table grapes.
Okay.
Yes.
Probably brief us a little bit more about your training. How many days do you do your training, and how do you do your training? Is it physical? Can people travel down here? And then for those who cannot travel down here, what alternative do they have?
So actually, because it was later we decided to start organizing a training on the little capacity we have, because we discover the challenges of inadequate knowledge about the grape farming.
Okay.
There is a series or frequency of loss, particularly after the pruning. Most of our grape farmers are facing challenges of pest and disease management control, even the vineyard training, pruning, and irrigation system.
Okay.
So based on that, we discovered that we need to organize a training. So there is for them to have access to grape farming best practice. So we decided we have a registration. We have a training registration ongoing right now. Okay. Which was 1 week training.
1 week training.
1 week training, but that one is physical.
Okay.
So we are making preparation on the online training due to the distances and the other reasons,
Constraint,
constraint for the people to come from long places to attend the training. So we decided to start with the physical training by now, which we will hold on the 21st of July next month.
21st of July.
21st of July next month. And we have published a textbook, a comprehensive grape farming best practice textbook.
You have that textbook?
We have that textbook for the benefits of those that are coming to attend the training. They will be issued with that comprehensive textbook for free. And there is a training modules that each and every trainee will be issued with, and that training will take place in Zaria, just 2 kilometers from this farm. The theoretical aspect will take place at Nigerian Institute of Transport Technology Zaria here.
It's very close.
Very close here, and there is a provision of vehicle that will convey the trainees here to the farm for the practical aspect of the training. So this is what we are into. We have started. We are going to start the physical training on 21st of July, and it is the 1-week training.
How do people register?
People register online.
Okay. Can you give us, how do we get to the, is it on your social media?
Yes, we have disseminated the flyers and our website for the training advertisement within the social media handles. So we do. People are currently registering for the training.
So while the current training will be happening in July, I also plan to collaborate with them to organize this grape farming sometime towards the end of the year, because that's when they have much production and harvest period. Okay, I'm not sure they will be organizing the training by themselves by that time, so I just want to collaborate with them to organize that. So if there's something that you'll be interested in to participate, it's going to be a physical training. So please check the description of this video. You'll find a Google link there. Just fill it out and we'll be able to contact you when that time comes. All right, so you can participate and do that. But this is for serious-minded people, because the training is not going to be cheap. All right, but all the provisions will be provided, and if we have more people, then the training cost will definitely reduce. So please indicate your interest by filling out the forms and all of that.
So thank you. This is where we'll wrap up this interview. I really want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to tell your story. I know a lot of people will be seeing different variety of grapes for the first time, and many people haven't really tested. I can tell you that I eat grape in my house almost every week. Every week, always buy grape. Almost every week. But once I came and I tested this grape, it tastes totally different. So I would really look forward when you start supplying your grape to people like Sahad, people like Heshmedix. This is where I buy my grapes. Maybe you know them.
I know them well. I know them very well.
I buy my grapes from them. So, I'm telling them now. So maybe you start supplying to them, because this is very, very much better than what we buy there. Because I know most of those ones are imported.
Most of those ones are imported. Exactly.
Yes. So imagine if somebody that have been buying, by the time they text this, they will know a big difference. So you're doing a good job. So the only thing I would like to ask you is, let's keep it up. I know there are challenges, but keep it up. And so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video was inspiring and interesting to you. One thing you can do is to do us a favor, all right, and share this video so more people can get to see it, especially if you have the connection to share this video with Ministry of Agriculture or international agencies that are into agriculture who would like to partner with this gentleman to provide employment for the youth, and to also see how this grape farming can be expanded all around Nigeria, because this is their mission. And if you really like this video, I'm sure you also like this one here or this one here. So please go check them out, and see you guys in the very next story. Okay.